In medical school, I led over 600 students as president, and let's just say it changed everything. It changed how I see leadership, how I see people, how I see relationships, and even medicine. This is not one of those perfect leader stories. This is raw, this is real, this is as authentic as I would be. It's going to be filled with truth. No one tells you about leading as a student. If you're a young leader or you're hoping to be one, these 15 lessons I'm going to share with you are going to help you have real impact as a student leader. First, a backstory. If someone had told me in 100 level that I would be sitting here talking about leadership, I would have laughed. You know, I was that guy, that medical student who just wanted to read his books, who was just head down, wanted to get distinctions with no distractions. But life had other plans. Two amazing student leaders at the point when I was 100 level met me. They saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. They helped me purchase my nomination form at that point in time, you know, helped me run the campaigns, and then they even sat down with me and helped me to write a killer manifesto. I still remember ending that manifesto with "vote for me as PRO and experience the work of a pro." Cheesy. But guess what? I had zero experience being a public relations officer. I didn't know what it was, but I just did my research. I showed up and I delivered. It brings me to the first lesson: to say yes first, especially if you're interested in leadership, and then you will figure it out later as time goes on. You know, opportunities really come to the most ready. Rather, they come to the most willing, and those who are willing to put in their best in what they have said yes to. In this period, I was able to get some skills. You know, I learned how to design with Canva. I started editing videos just because I wanted to make sure I delivered on my promise. And then I got re-elected the next 10 years, and all these skills put together was able to help me build this YouTube channel. I realized the importance of the internet. So without me serving, I wouldn't have been here talking to you right now. I didn't do anything until I was in my clinicals. Then I became the assistant general secretary, and I served with my very close friend, who was the general secretary at that point. And then it made me to realize that no matter how close you are with someone, you need to know how to compose yourself in professional settings, and you know, learn to separate friendships from leadership. Even though you are the person's tight G, you know that this person is your oga at the top at this point in time, and you answer to the person. You know, titles may change, but you know, boundaries always matter, and respect is key. After that, I ran for vice president of my association. I campaigned hard. I believed in the dream, believed in the manifesto, wanted to build learning structures. But then I lost. This loss, it opened my eyes to how leadership really, you know, works. Which brings me to my third lesson, which is people are driven by self-interest, and you need to understand that, and you need to play to that fact, because people will always gravitate towards something that will benefit them. Hard truth, but like, it's something you should know as someone who wants to be a leader. Politics doesn't have to be dirty. No matter what happens, no matter what you hear people say, no matter the advice you get that, oh, you should do this, you know, maintain your integrity, because integrity is still power. And I believe you have integrity, so I trust you are subscribed to the channel, right? Subscribe. You have it. Playing fair, playing smart is still the best way to go, because your character would always be on the line going forward if you begin to do some things which not normally stand with your character as a person. I don't know, I said somebody character. Did you get that? Anyway, yeah, after the elections and I had lost, someone came up to me and told me, you know, one funny thing, you don't make enough noise. That is why many people, or that's why you did not win this election. And well, for someone like me, I just thought that, oh, excellence will speak for itself. But I learned the hard way. Bring me to lesson 5. Don't just do the work, tell your story. If not, someone else will tell it for you, which is something I was not used to. You know, politics is not always do the work. If you do something, find a way to make sure people know that you were involved in doing this. And that is even how the world works. If nobody sees what you are doing, nobody can really stand for you. Yes, you may be doing great work, but you need to learn how to position yourself, how to shape the narrative so that other people would not go to the side and shape the narrative to people who are not really aware. People may talk about you and all, but the truth about politics is that you have to learn to forgive. Politics is temporary, your character is not, and even though you don't end up winning, you should still try your best to help a lending hand and forgive all the politics things that may have happened in the past. It's a hard thing because you'll be pained, you'll be hurt, but it's something that you need to do in order to move forward, to hold God and your values tight, because they would be tested, or you would be tested. Hold God and your values, because your values will be tested. People will want you to do things that you don't normally do, and you would be tempted to also do those things because pressure from every side. But when you hold God and rely on Him, everything works out for your good. Eventually, somehow, I don't want to bore you with the story, I became president. And funny thing is, I realized that, oh, you think that you are ready for something, but until you get into those shoes, then you realize that, oh wow, right now I'm not just a student anymore. I've become a bridge, a buffer, and sometimes even the scapegoat for some things you did not do. And that is a funny part about being a student leader. I learned quite a number of things serving as the president, which brings me to lesson 8. I hope you've been following, which is make your intentions known to those who have walked the path before, the political juggernauts, the political fathers of wherever you want to lead. Just have conversations with them and you will have better insights, and you will see the vision from time past, and you'll be able to build on the legacies of all those leaders. It will help you not to make some mistakes they made, and also give you direction to take when you need to make a hard decision. Which brings me to lesson 9, which is to remain calm, because at so many instances you will be misunderstood, you'll be attacked, you'll be stretched, but you need to lead anyway. As I said before, control the narrative, tell them what is going on, and be open enough. It brings me to this: you should be okay with not being liked. But hey, I hope you've liked this video. But yeah, as I was saying, some people are not going to understand you, some people are going to oppose you, but that should not stop you from doing what you need to do, from leading in every way you should. This brings me to the next lesson: make the hard decisions. No matter how unpopular the decisions are, go ahead and make them, because some people may not have the insights or the inside knowledge that you have. Lesson 12: sacrifice is part of the job. As a leader, you are not there to be the boss, you are there to sacrifice. Sacrificial leadership is the best type of leadership for you, and it will surely cost you. Leadership will cost you, but it's always worth it in the end. So be willing, be open, and know that, oh my God, you're going to sacrifice your time, your resources, your mental health, because there are some things that you have to go back and just think deeply about before you make a decision on it. The next lesson I have is don't micromanage, especially if you are leading at top and there are people under you. The urge to want to tell them to do this in this way because you are the leader, you want to come, but you should know that every single person is brilliant enough to carry out, and then if they make a mistake, you can go ahead to tell them, oh, you would have done it this way, or if they come to you, you can then give them or share or plant your ideas into them so that they will carry out things the way that you would love it to be carried out. Don't micromanage, lead from the middle, trust your team, and also empower them. The next thing is what most people don't realize, that even as you go up there, you need to stay connected with the grassroots, because that is where the real gist happens. If you don't stay connected with them, you will not get the necessary information you need in order to lead people right. You have to create time for you to speak with those people, listen to them, and then act on what they've told you and serve them, because that's what leadership is. And now lesson 15: leadership is seasonal. This is your time where leadership will come. Today you will be president, tomorrow you wouldn't be, and so just use your time well and make sure you live everywhere or live where you serve better than you met it. We need to know this too, that leadership isn't about position, it's about purpose. It's not about having all the answers, but it's about showing up, learning on the job, and serving with your whole heart. And I hope this story of my leadership journey helps you to become a better student leader. And if you are a student leader or aspiring to be one, just know you don't need to be perfect. you just need to show up. And I know you usually like this video of myself and my predecessor, who was also the first one-day vice chancellor of Boy University, and we discussed about student leadership and all. Or you can check this video right here. I'm sure you will love it.